Hey guys, quick video. So, this is Vanessa, and I know I have not made a video in forever. Please don't shoot me. I'm sorry, it's probably been like a year now. I'm pretty sure it has actually been a year. Quick specs, yes, I am still wearing Gemini Virgin Hair Company. This is the new batch that I bought back in 2013, like last summer. And this hair never fails me. I mean, to be honest. I mean, it started to shed for a while, and then I resealed the wefts, and we good. But that's not what this video is about. I was making this video because I know those of you who know me personally know I was starting to kind of make a lifestyle change last year and incorporating, fitness into my life because I noticed myself gaining weight, and that wasn't cute. In the last year, I had 2 health things that came up that were directly tied to my weight. So that really wasn't cool. One of the biggest ones, the other one I won't disclose, but one of the biggest ones was psoriasis. And psoriasis is a skin condition that can attack different parts of your body. Psoriasis had attacked my hairline. And although my hairline is back intact now, it took a lot of diligent attention to detail to get my hairline back to where it was. Basically, it was starting to cause my entire hairline to fall out. The majority of it did. Sometimes people like try to play me a little bit and be like, oh, that's because you wear weave so much. And first of all, I do my own hair. And I take a lot better care of my hair than most of the people that I see go get their hair professionally done. That's the first thing. 2, the psoriasis was directly connected to my weight and my stress level. When I started to control both of these, my hair started to grow back. Notice how there's hair there now, because all of this was gone. Bare skin. It was pretty bad. So, but to keep psoriasis under control, because it's not really a cure for it, you have to kind of monitor your diet a lot, and you have to keep your stress level down. And one of the things that puts the most stress on the body is weight. So, we have to get a handle on that, because, But what I was writing this for, or recording this for, was just to let you guys know that I don't want you to feel like, what you see on a lot of the social media, like Instagram and Twitter and Facebook, and you see people's results, right? And they're like, oh, I just did this, and they make it sound like it was super duper easy. Please don't think that a lifestyle change is simple. It's not going to be easy at all, and every single day is difficult. I've just learned to do certain things that work for me because I'm lazy. Gotta know yourself. But I am very, very lazy. I would like to use the least amount of energy at all times. So I try to make things simple for myself by preparing ahead of time. That way I don't have to have room for error. So things that I do that are slowly working for me is, 1, I food prep. I put a lot of pictures about this on Instagram, and I'll put a couple pictures up in this video. But I food prep on Sundays in the morning. Most people, are up, probably still sleeping. I'm up food prepping. Sometimes I'm late. Sometimes I do it in the evening when I'm watching Real Housewives or something. Like, I'll just cut the TV up and get to food prepping. Food prepping just means that I make all of my meals for the week on Sunday. Not like a big thing of spaghetti like some people do to cover their dinner for the week. No, I mean every single meal. So I make all of my breakfast for the week, all of my snacks for the week, all of my lunch. The only thing I don't make is dinner, because I'll be home to make dinner, so I don't need to prep that. But I have a sit-down job. I work at a computer all day. So the easiest way for me to not eat snacks and chips and bull is to have what I'm going to eat there already. This helps me eat every 2.5 hours. This helps my metabolism speed up. This leaves very, very, very little room for error. And it is training me to get used to eating for nourishment and not for pleasure. That is like the biggest thing to get through your brain when you're trying to lose weight, that what you're actually putting in your body is not to please you. It's not for pleasure. You get how much pleasure out of eating? Maybe 10 seconds before you swallow the food that you're actually eating, and then it's gone, and you're like, ooh, that was so good. That 10 seconds was so great. No. You can find that same pleasure in healthy foods and be like, wow, this actually does taste good, and it's actually doing what it needs to do for your body in terms of health. But that's much easier said than done. But back to my point, the other things that I've done that are different than last year is I got a NutriBullet for Christmas. And I love it. I juice every morning. And I told you I'm lazy, so if you think I'm getting up every morning and cutting fruits and vegetables, you're crazy. I make sure that all my fruits and stuff are cut up, except for things that don't need to be cut up, like apples and oranges. I can do that. But I prep those at night. So NutriBullet comes with those big cups, and I just fill the cup up with whatever I'm going to juice. So half of the cup will be like loose spinach or collard greens or kale or whatever it is that I have to eat, but I really don't want to eat by itself, because I don't really like to eat vegetables by itself. And then the other half of the cup is whatever's going to make that vegetable taste good. So pineapple and strawberries and an apple or orange or anything like that. And then I'll toss stuff in that's good for me that I should be eating, but I don't really want to eat. So like flax seeds and chia seeds and things like that. And I just throw it in there with some water. And I put it in the refrigerator at night. And then in the morning, I grab the cup, I put on the NutriBullet. It takes 10 seconds to blend it down. Thing is a beast. But 10 seconds. And then I walk out the door. And when I get to work, I drink my juice. Now, the juice does look scary at first. It's green juice. It might freak you out the first time you make it, if you choose to do that. I can understand why it would freak somebody out. It is green juice. But depending on what fruits you put in there, it does taste good. It's just the color that might throw you off. I know one time I've put stuff in there, I think when I use carrots and things like that, it kind of turns it brown, and then it really freaks people out. But, yeah, I just drink my juice, and then I have the meals already prepped, and I'm good to go. I'm not hungry, because I'm eating every 2.5 hours, because that juice is a meal. I mean, it's a big meal, because I'm always full after that juice. It's 24 ounces of fluid. It's a lot. But I've gotten half of my fruit and vegetable content out the way. I've really gotten all of my fruits out the way for the day. I've gotten a lot of my vegetable content out of the way. I didn't have any salt and sugar with that meal because those were raw fruits and vegetables. So it really does eliminate a lot of the questions that you end up having, or things that you're like, well, I'm supposed to eat healthy, but I've still got to put some salt on it because it's going to taste bad. No, you don't. You really don't. But I've also been working on cooking without salt, which is very difficult because you have to learn to season with other herbs like onion salt and garlic and cilantro and oregano and things like that, and using those things to your benefit. So it can be kind of difficult to learn how to do all of that, but it's not hard. It's not that hard. It just requires discipline. But yeah, I've been juicing and food prepping and, of course, starting to work out again, which always sucks because you can't be lazy and work out. You kind of have to do the work. But nonetheless, I have a lot of energy now throughout the days. I don't feel the need to take naps anymore, which is amazing. I'm never sleepy at work anymore, unless I just didn't get that much sleep the night before. That's about it, but I really do end up having a lot more energy, and I'm not starving anymore, nor do I just feel sluggish after eating a meal. I did used to feel like that, like if I had, some Wendy's or, went out to eat or something, I feel like, oh, I'm so stuffed, and oh, I'm so tired, dang, I wish I can go lay down. I don't do none of that no more, which is pretty dope to me. For working out, I really am just focusing on really trying to keep my cardio up. For real, just keep cardio up. And I'm not a runner. I hate running more than anything. I hate running more than getting my socks wet in the winter. I really hate running with a passion. But I will get on an elliptical. I got you on that. and I will put on a movie on my phone or jam out, be in the zone, make sure that I'm just moving. Nonetheless, that's pretty much it. I just really wanted to touch bases with you guys that it's not that hard to food prep. It really isn't. It just requires a lot of Tupperware. And making sure that you've actually thought about what would I like to eat this week. If you're not like me, like I can eat the same thing every day and could care less. It does not faze me. I know a lot of people who I meet in passing and they're like, I cannot eat the same thing every day, Vanessa, it would drive me batty. If you're that guy, then you need to prepare for that. You need to be like, what foods would I like to eat this week? And then you need to prep that and give yourself some variety. It's really not that hard. It just requires you paying attention to detail and just being diligent. So I challenge you, if you want to try it out, or if you don't believe me, because that happens a lot too, try it. Try 1 week of meal prepping. Like really on a Sunday where it's not really a game on that you want to watch. There's no distractions. And you just prep all your breakfasts and lunches for the week. I'm not saying to juice because that's a financial investment. You may not be about that life. But to try to make healthy breakfast, healthy lunch, 2 healthy snacks, and then do what you feel like, do what you want to do for dinner. I'm not saying go and be fat for dinner. Like, don't go and have Burger King for dinner. That's not what I'm saying. But just try to prep whatever it is for those hours that you're at work, that 8 hours. You can get 4 meals in there if you're truly eating every 2.5 hours. So just try it. Try it for 1 week and tell me that you don't legitimately feel better. With the healthy stuff. Like, not like, you made rice-a-roni with extra salt and, got the fried chicken on the side, with nah, or you made a bunch of salads but you put a bunch of ranch on it. Like, nah, that's not what I mean. But 1 week of clean eating, just 1 week, even just I'm gonna give you 1 work week, of it. And if you still don't like it, you may not be about that life. But I know if I was lazy enough to be like, I'm not gonna work out at all, and I got a job where I sit down all day, but I'm talking about I want to lose weight. No. Not when you just eat clean and cause the same effects. Your body will respond to healthy foods. And if you don't believe me, feel free to watch Forks Over Knives on Netflix. There's a lot of good information in there. But that's all I wanted to say, guys. Just wanted to challenge you. I love you for watching. Bye.